Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Waharu Kwakudash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching of scriptures, among other things, and salutation to Akim across the earth for doing this work in sincerity and truth. Shalom. So this video, I want to go into this article. I posted this article last week, and they keep on talking about companies that keep on going bankrupt. And this is beautiful because this article also says like larger number of bankruptcies in Dutch industry in 7 years, and 7 is a spiritual number, it stands for completion. So that's beautiful. And of course, we know that they are busy behind the scenes. You got the people who really control the money, decide where the money goes to, what the money does, play with the value and all that things, because you got to keep in mind that they're working towards the MOTB, the mark of the beast. And in order how you say that? In order to achieve that, you got to put people in such a situation that they are going to be willing to receive that, because when the time is there, when they're going to make it mandatory first, they're already busy with luring people into it. People are getting all kinds of extras, if they get the chip going on, so they keep on luring people with all kinds of ways. But if you got people at a certain point that people are poor, the daily things that they need for a day is going to be difficult for them to how said it to get. If that's going to be difficult for them to basically to maintain, by a day, then it's going to be easily to lure them to get the chip, because with the chip probably going to come with a lot of benefits. For example, like if you have the chip, then you can just come to this and this building, government owned, and you're going to get your food and whatever. So they're probably going to do something like that. So and you got to keep in mind, because during the C-19 they were doing that. Certain companies that were too independent and not really wanted to work with the government. Also, yeah. Then they are willing to basically to make sure that you won't maintain. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and yeah, these are all signs of that the end is around the corner. But the end is not yet. Let me just jump a little bit in the article. So the title is it's from nu.nl, which is also a major news platform. I very often I have articles from this platform also. So let me see. Largest number of bankruptcies in Dutch industry in 7 years. Companies in the industry had another weak quarter. They have seen their income decline for the 5th quarter in a row, and the number of bankruptcies has not been this high in years, according to figures from the CBS Statistics Agency. The construction and metal sectors, among others, had to do with lower turnover between April and June, and that's also a thing. Construction, they are try to hold that down concerning the nitrogen, the global warming and all this madness that been going on. Salakia for me blowing the trumpet. So let me see. The construction and metal sectors, among others, had to make to do with lower turnover between April and June, but companies in the automotive industry suffered the biggest blow compared to last year. That sector suffered a minus of more than 33%. The fact that things are not going well for the Dutch industry is also evident from the number of bankruptcies. Last quarter, 87 industrial companies went bankrupt, the largest number in 7 years. Entrepreneurs see the shortage of personnel as one of the biggest obstacles. In addition, they struggle with the lack of materials and space. Also, customers are less interested in their products. However, it's not all doom and gloom. The CBS figures shows that fewer and fewer companies are negative about their profitability. Yeah, you see a comment, which is also something that I was thinking about. Not very surprising, we are not competitive with China, for example, and perhaps we should not want that neither. Energy and personnel are also relatively expensive here. Yeah, because here in Holland, everything's being taxed to the max, because we have a royal house going on, so they be I say that they need to have the things, they need to have to their pockets fill, but yeah, like I said, these are all signs showing us that the end is there, and you know this is the time, or let me say it like this, there is still time to get right with Yahweh Basham Yahushai, because when you're too late, shit's gonna hit the fan, you're gonna be messed up. And I was thinking about scripture. I had the book of Romans. Let me jump to that real quick. This is the book of Romans, chapter 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, so if you're aware about the times that we are in, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believed. By seeing all these things going on, the things being heated between Russia and Ukraine, how Israel is busy with striking, I believe it, now recently they striked Iran. I'm not sure. But yeah, there's a lot going on, Wait a minute. So yeah, book of Romans, chapter 13 and 11, and that knowing the time. So if you're aware about the times that we are in, you should realize, like in the days of Noah, this is the time, to get right. It's always time to get right with Yahweh Basham Yahushai, but it's more than ever, because before you know it, the door of salvation, the door of forgiveness of sins, is going to be closed, And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believed. Yeah, we're getting closer by the day. By the day we're getting closer, And like I said, Slovakia. And like I said, how do you say that? How Israel is busy, bombing Hamas and all that, So there, yeah, this things is getting ready to escalate, Things getting ready to escalate. Countries are picking sides, China busy with the Philippines, So yeah, North and South Korea, So there's yeah, people getting ready to be heated, You had this army base in Germany. Already two times they declared a state of emergency there. They had some problem with the tap water. They thought that they were poisoned. Last time they believed they were hacked, So they, and it's funny because Germany, actually after the Second World War, they were not really busy with war, not really involved in all these things, didn't really had an army and all that shit, And now they're getting ready. So like I said, there are many signs that showing us that the end is, around the corner. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 7. Make not tarrying to, to return to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. So not going to be like, okay, man, there's still time. I can still, go for this promotion, go into this, be in La La Land, go to a party, gratification. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with going some places or whatever, because scriptures also talk about that he that traveled had many experience, There's also things. Sometimes you can go to countries and then you can find out about the things that they have over there, stuff like that. So a lot of stuff is going on, It's yeah, a lot of stuff is possible. So you are allowed to do it, and of course you can have some good time, but nevertheless you got to be aware of the times. A lot of people, they don't prepare themselves. And how do you prepare yourself to get your mind right, to get right with Yahweh Basham Yahushua? And yeah, I've said it before, not everybody's a teacher, but if you listen to the videos, you read the scriptures, you try your best to please Yahweh Basham Yahushai, and the Most High has mercy, and who He has mercy, so you never know. So you never know. Nevertheless, don't be full completely occupied with shit in this world, because all these things are about to get to an end, very soon, and for the majority of people, it's gonna be very sudden also. Make no tarrying, back to the book of Sirach, chapter 5 and verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Most High come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, and perish in the day of vengeance. And perishing is not talking about the easy death, like he just went to sleep and closed his eye and never woke up. No, no, perish means you're gonna die horrible, man, and you're gonna understand, because a lot of people also been marked, knowing about Hebrew Israelites, knowing about that there are camps and all that, knowing about Yahweh Shai, knowing about the fact that they are Israelites, but yeah, don't want to do anything with it, or following some idiots like Nate Satan, and what's the other dude's name? Also some other dudes also, Rakar, so I don't know what his name was, Deacon Rakar, whatever. A lot of idiots, are busy, meanwhile they learned from the elder apostles, and now they think they're better, teaching bullshit what they ain't supposed to teach anyway. Nate saying going from worse to worse. But yeah, you got also got to keep in mind the majority of our people need to be put to death. So majority of our people gonna follow these niggers, in this bullshit, basically to the slaughterhouse. That's what it is. So let me see. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, and let me start at verse 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth. So this is not talking about you being a young person and that's the time that you need to get back to with Yahweh Shem Yahshai. No, like when you are, as soon as you find out about this truth, about who you are, that you're an Hebrew Israelite, you need to do your best to get on the right foot with Yahweh Shem Yahshai. And how do we do that? Like scripture, study thyself approve, study, go into scriptures, watch the videos, all these things, try, do your best to your ability, keep following the law, statutes, and commandments, and they still count. The only thing is that we don't don't be judged by the law, but until the last day, because if you go to the book of Revelation, it still talks about that you are blessed if you keep the law, statutes, and commandments. In the last book of the book of Revelation, chapter 22, the last chapter, let me see. So this is the book of Revelations, chapter 22 and verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right, that they may have right. So that's also why we call ourselves the hopeful elect, because we don't know, we're not sure. We do our best, and Yahweh Ratazah, we know that we are gonna be found worthy when the time is there. But yeah, that's it, Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter into the gates into the cities. For without are dogs, and sorcerers, and warmongers, and murderers, and idolaters, and whosoever loveth and maketh a lie. So that already shows you. So back to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not. So before shit hits the fan, that's the time that you need to get back with Yahweh Basham Yahushai. Because the first time when Yahweh Shai came on earth, that's the moment that he came to talk. But this time, he doesn't come to talk. He comes to bring judgment. It's going to be either salvation, or it's gonna be death. And some of the elect also going to be beheaded for the name of Yahweh Basham Yahushai. That's also a thing that you got to keep in mind. But the Most High is going to make it bearable, People might even torture you, but the Most High gonna make it bearable. That you just with a smile gonna take whatever they want to do with you, you know, and you're gonna be rewarded, man. Gonna get that new body, you know. So let me see. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Because, hey, meanwhile people are in La La Land, shit's gonna be horrible, man. And sooner than you think. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and they are already trembling, and the word house goes back to economic, you know, and the people are already trembling, you know, when the crypto crashed, people were, going crazy and all that, you know. You see that, inflation going on, so yeah, people are already stressed, you know. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong man shall bow himself, let me see, and the grinders cease because they are few. Yeah, they don't have enough people to work. Companies, they need to shut down because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. Yeah, meaning they looking towards the future and they don't see nothing, no brightness over there. And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sounds of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the birth, and the daughters of music shall be brought low. And that's also that shitty music that you hear nowadays, but yeah. It's gonna be yeah, all this fun, this festivals, it's gonna be a time, it's gonna be horrible, and yeah, like I said, the only way to get through it is with Yahweh Basham Yahushai. Without Yahweh Basham Yahushai, it's done. So yeah, basically that. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it like this. So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Basham Yahushai, Waharukar Kudash, double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone for teaching of scriptures, among other things. Salutations to all the Akim across the earth and doing this work in sincerity and truth. Shalom to the sincere brothers and sisters who are at home watching the videos. Do the best to please Yahweh Basham Yahushai. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom.